Babies enter this world with a full slate of consciousness. They are not born as blank slates as we once thought. Not only are babies fully aware at birth, they are conscious before birth. Hello, this is Elizabeth Carman. For over 30 years, my husband, Dr. Neil Carman, and I have been researching consciousness before birth. The idea that babies are conscious before conception and during gestation and birth may sound far-fetched. The challenge is that most of us have been brought up in social, educational, and religious systems that teach nothing about life before birth. The findings of new research in the last 30 years have been slow to reach the mainstream. Our third book, Babies Are Cosmic: Signs of Their Secret Intelligence, reports experiences of real families that are meaningful to them. Parents shared their children's memories ranging from recollections of birth, womb, conception, heaven, and past lives. Altogether, 50% of our book is on children's memories. Here is one example. My brother is waiting in heaven. For 2 years, 4-year-old Jasmine talked about her brother in heaven. Her mother, Roseanne, told us. My firstborn daughter, Jasmine's favorite topic is heaven. At 4, she said, "My little brother is up there waiting to be born to you." On a daily basis, she laughed and talked about her brother like it was totally normal. She asked, "Remember when me and my brother had fun playing together before you became our mommy?" "Jasmine, you don't have a brother. I don't remember your brother or being in heaven." "I have a brother. He's my little brother." "Okay, well, if your little brother is in heaven, maybe that's where he belongs." "Mom, we met before, when we were with God in heaven. Before we were born, you decided to be our mom. My brother was with me when you came to choose to be my mom. He will come to be my little brother soon." All of this seemed improbable. I was on a good form of birth control. Jason and I didn't plan on more children. However, a year later, I had a very real dream. I found myself in a bright white room with infinite space and numerous doors, where a tall, elderly man wearing a white robe with gold accents greeted me. "Why am I here?" I asked. "To pick out your next child." He presented 3 babies in various stages of gestational life and told me each had its chosen path. The first baby will never be born into the world. The second will have a short life. The third will live a normal life. Am I being selfish for choosing the biggest, healthiest looking child? It's not anyone else's choice and journey but yours. I want the third baby. The next morning, I awoke feeling I was going to have a baby. How strange. After all, I had an IUD in for 4 years. Then I remembered what Jasmine said and told my husband, we should prepare. Of course, he thought I was nuts when I decided not to drink any alcohol and eat healthy, just in case. 2 months later, I started having pregnancy symptoms. My doctor thought it was far-fetched, but tested me anyway. She came back shocked and asked, "How did you know?" I said, "I had a dream, and my daughter gave me a heads up." As soon as my pregnancy was confirmed, Jasmine knew he was her little brother from heaven. Once Julian was born, Jasmine said, "I told you, I knew it." My daughter seemed to feel vindicated. Julian added further weight to Jasmine's statements once he was born. Starting from about 4 years old, he began asking questions like, "What happens after death? Do we meet again after death? I feel like that's how it works. Maybe we are even reborn again." My husband and I have never encouraged him to think about these topics. After his grandfather died, Julian told me, "I think Grandpa's happier in heaven because it's a happy place." I don't know how my son knows this. We aren't religious, and I don't push spirituality on my children. I don't have a belief about what happens after death. His complexity and knowledge must come from being an old soul. Julian is 7 now. He tells me that heaven was colorful, and it's hard for him to comprehend that we die on earth at different ages. Julian told us, "We were in heaven before, and we will go back to heaven after we die." Maybe my son was waiting in heaven, as Jasmine told me. In fact, it seemed to be on her mind the other day. Jasmine asked, "Mom, remember when I would talk about Julian before you got pregnant? Remember how everyone thought I was crazy? Well, you were all wrong."